Today, you stand just a few steps away from a journey of profound transformation. Perhaps you've already felt a calling in your heart, a gentle voice echoing with the promise of something greater, something sacred. And that voice has brought you here, seeking a deeper connection, an experience that fulfills and enlightens. Embrace this feeling, allow yourself to receive, for this is the moment to open your spirit to the divine presence and feel the soft touch of the sacred in your life. Visualize this moment as a warm embrace, a comforting reception that surrounds and soothes you. This is the beginning of a journey toward what you've always sought, a path where faith is renewed and hope blossoms with every step. You may wonder what it means to be on this path, and the answers are as subtle as they are profound. The divine path isn't marked by signs or visible markers but is shaped by the strength of faith and a heart open to what transcends our limited understanding. Each day, what is meant for you is guided by an unseen hand, a breath of life that infuses each detail, each step, even if you cannot see it. And it is precisely in this mystery, in trusting in something beyond our comprehension, that transformation's power resides. At this exact moment, you are drawing closer to this force, feeling it nearer to you as if the universe, in its vast and infinite intelligence, were leaning in to listen to your heart. Feel this presence with faith. This is the first step in truly embracing the divine path, accepting what cannot be seen, trusting what is felt deeply. Today you are taking a leap of faith and a powerful force is waiting to walk by your side. Allow yourself to feel this. In our journey, there are moments when the universe seems to pause, and what we desire intensely feels out of reach. In that silence, unease often arises, the anxiety that time is slipping away, that dreams are drifting further. But it is here that trust in divine timing reveals its wisdom. The not yet is as essential as the yes in guiding us in the right direction. Each stage of life has a purpose, and every wait carries within it an invitation to trust in something greater, something moving at a pace our minds may not understand but our souls know to be perfect. Patience in this context is more than mere waiting. It becomes a form of respect and surrender to the mystery of the divine. When we cultivate patience, we allow the sacred to work within us, strengthening our faith and preparing our hearts to receive what is truly ours. It's like planting a seed in the soil and understanding that even without seeing it, it is germinating, growing underground until at the right time it emerges strong and ready to bloom. Sometimes what we need is not an immediate yes, but the courage to wait, to believe that divine timing will bring what is necessary for our highest good. In the calm and silence, we receive lessons in perseverance and humility, and we learn to recognize that the value of what we seek is often amplified by the time we spend preparing to receive it. So embrace this rhythm and trust in the sacred timing that surrounds each part of your path. A divine force is working in your life, and by trusting this timing, you will discover a deep peace that guides you, even when everything around you seems still. Life is filled with miracles that often go unnoticed. Every day we are blessed with subtle gifts that connect us to the sacred, from the simple act of breathing to the warmth of sunlight on our skin, or the comfort of a kind word at just the right moment. These are small miracles, constant manifestations of divine love that envelop and sustain us. By opening your eyes to these blessings, you begin to see the grandeur within the details. Gratitude transforms the spirit, and each act of thankfulness is like a seed planted in fertile soil. When you recognize and honor these small gifts, your mind opens and your heart becomes more receptive. You begin to perceive that the divine manifests in everything. In the air you breathe, in the relationships you build, in the peace you feel in moments of serenity. Make gratitude a daily ritual. At dawn, allow yourself to be thankful for the chance to live another day. At dusk, reflect on the blessings the day has brought, no matter how small they may seem. This simple practice changes your worldview, for gratitude is like a magnet that attracts even more miracles into your life, teaching you to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. Realize that by cultivating this awareness of gratitude, you create a sacred space in your life, a space where the divine feels welcome. Life begins to flow with greater ease and clarity. Challenges become more bearable, and moments of happiness become more profound. Each small act of gratitude is a silent prayer, an acknowledgement of God's presence in even the smallest details. And it is in this awareness that you find peace, feeling always supported, always blessed, with every breath. Within each of us are stored stories, experiences that have left marks, and pains we sometimes carry in silence. These wounds, whether big or small, can dull the brightness of our soul, creating barriers between us and the fullness we seek. Emotional healing is a journey that frees us from these chains, a process through which we give ourselves permission to feel, to release, and finally to be reborn. This healing doesn't happen immediately, and it's not always easy to face our own shadows. But every step in this direction is an act of courage, a declaration that you are ready to release what has passed and move toward the light. Letting go of trauma and resentment does not mean forgetting them. Rather, it means embracing them, understanding that each pain carries a lesson that has shaped who you are. And by forgiving the past and yourself, you make room for true happiness to flourish. Forgiveness is one of the most transformative aspects of this healing, and it begins within you. The act of forgiveness is a gift you offer to your own soul, freeing it from a weight it no longer needs to bear. It prepares you for new experiences, healthier relationships, and moments of deep peace. When we allow the heart to be freed from pain and resentment, it becomes fertile soil where the divine can sow love, hope, and genuine joy. Imagine yourself as a traveler, leaving behind unnecessary baggage, finding a lightness that brings clarity and freedom. This is the power of emotional healing. With each hurt released, with each trauma overcome, you draw closer to the true essence of your being and open the way for life to bring renewed blessings that you are now ready to receive. Feel free to allow this transformation because the peace and joy it brings are the purest manifestations of the divine within you. Every human being possesses a unique mission, a special purpose that illuminates their existence and gives meaning to their journey. Discovering this purpose is like uncovering a sacred mystery that already resides in your heart, awaiting the moment when you will be ready to hear it. When you open yourself to this truth, you begin to realize that all your gifts, talents, and experiences are precious tools aligning you with the divine mission for which you were created. The divine purpose is not something grandiose in the world's eyes, but it is immense in how it nurtures your soul and aligns with the Creator's will. Sometimes, it reveals itself in small acts of kindness and compassion. Other times, it shines through abilities that bring inspiration and light to those around you. This purpose is a quiet force that, when embraced, guides your every step with direction and meaning. In discovering and embracing your purpose, you find a new way to serve others, to put into practice the love that the divine has placed in your heart. Every talent you have is an invitation to share, to inspire, and to leave the world a bit better than you found it. This is the beauty of a life with purpose. It extends, spreading like waves, touching and transforming those who cross your path. And remember, purpose doesn't need to be clear from the start. Discovery is a journey, a series of revelations that unfold slowly as you open yourself to what your soul has to say. By surrendering to this calling, you find the strength and courage needed to move forward, even when the path is uncertain. Know that each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the mission the divine has entrusted to you. And by embracing this purpose, you live a life that is not only yours but part of a greater plan, where each act is an expression of love, and each moment is an opportunity to serve the greater good. Life, in its mysterious wisdom, brings challenges that often surprise us and test our faith. These difficult moments, as much as they may seem like obstacles, are actually sacred opportunities for spiritual growth. Each challenge is a disguised lesson, a chance to discover a strength that, until now, lay dormant within you. These trials remind us that the divine path is filled with teachings and that we are shaped by our ability to overcome and learn. When we face pain, the unexpected, or loss, we are compelled to look within, to seek a deeper meaning that connects us to our spiritual being. It is in this process of confrontation that we find resilience, that we learn to become stronger and more compassionate. Just as gold passes through fire to be purified, so too does our soul perfect itself in the face of adversity. And every time a challenge is overcome, our spirit rises and our faith strengthens. These moments of difficulty are like portals that bring us closer to the divine, as they invite us to surrender our worries and burdens into God's hands. By doing so, we find the peace of knowing we are not alone, that there is a greater force guiding our steps and holding our hand. No matter how dark the night may seem, there is always a promise of light at dawn. And with this certainty, you learn to embrace each trial, to see it as a teacher bringing wisdom and strength. So, allow yourself to see challenges as steps that elevate you. Each one leaves a mark, a lesson that is uniquely yours and that adds value to your journey. With every obstacle overcome, you become more aligned with your purpose and closer to God. Challenges are not punishments but hidden gifts that prepare you for something greater, for a deeper love, for a stronger faith. Thus, with each experience conquered, you reveal a fuller version of yourself, reflecting the divine essence that resides within you. Fear and anxiety are feelings that often prevent us from experiencing true peace. They arise in our minds, bringing thoughts about the future, doubts about the unknown, and worries that pull us away from the present. But know that there is a path to overcome these feelings and find deep, lasting peace, the kind that comes from faith and surrender to the divine. Freeing yourself from fear is, above all, an act of trust, a step of faith toward that which transcends our limited understanding. Imagine peace as a tranquil river flowing unhurriedly, unaffected by the storms around it. This peace already exists within you, waiting to be accessed. But to find it, you must release control and place your worries in the hands of the Creator. When you open yourself to this surrender, you realize that fear is nothing more than an illusion, a shadow that disappears as you strengthen your faith. It's as if the universe itself were saying to you, "Trust, for I am by your side, taking care of every detail." By cultivating this trust, you allow divine love to flow, dissolving anxieties and calming the spirit. This love is a shield that surrounds your soul, reminding you that, regardless of circumstances, there is a purpose in every situation, and that everything that happens carries a greater meaning. Faith becomes your anchor, and with it, you feel safe even when the waters around you seem turbulent. And remember, each time you let go of fear, your soul experiences a lightness, a relief that reflects in your life as a whole. You begin to live more freely, seeing the beauty of the present moment without carrying tomorrow's worries. By abandoning fear and anxiety, you make space for authentic peace, a serenity that connects you directly with the divine and allows you to live fully. The relationships we cultivate are an essential part of our spiritual journey. They influence our energy, our emotional state, and even how we see the world. Through the bonds we establish, we grow and learn, for in the reflection of the other, we can find parts of ourselves that we need to embrace or transform. Cultivating sacred relationships means consciously choosing those that elevate your soul, that encourage your growth, and reflect the light you wish to see in your life. Sacred bonds are built on a foundation of respect, mutual support, and true compassion. These connections are more than mere exchanges. They are spaces for growth where you can be authentic, where you find strength to become a better version of yourself. And for these relationships to flourish, it is essential that you are willing to offer the same in return: kindness, understanding, and a presence that encourages the other to be the best they can be. At the same time, it's important to recognize relationships that drain your energy, that feed negativity, or in some way weaken your spirit. The divine path is also a path of discernment, and it's okay to distance yourself from influences that are not aligned with your well-being. By moving away from toxic energies, you create space for new people to enter your life, those who will truly contribute to your path of peace and growth. Remember also the importance of forgiveness and compassion. Sacred relationships are strengthened by these two pillars. When you forgive, both yourself and others, you dissolve invisible barriers and open the way to a deeper and more meaningful connection. Compassion opens your heart to understand the limitations and struggles of others, just as the divine understands and loves you with all your imperfections. These true connections, guided by love and the intention to do good, become a sacred network, a support system that sustains and renews your spiritual journey. They are reflections of your own search for the divine, for peace, and for harmony. Cultivate them, honor them, and allow them to grow in your life, for they are what support your journey and help you walk more lightly and confidently toward your purpose. Just as we nurture our connections with others, we must also cultivate a loving and compassionate relationship with ourselves. Self-compassion is an act of inner embrace, an invitation to treat yourself with the same kindness you would extend to someone you love deeply. Often we are quick to judge our failures and mistakes, forgetting that the divine sees us with eyes of unconditional love. By practicing self-compassion, you allow yourself to experience this same kind and understanding gaze turned toward your own being. This loving care for the self is the beginning of spiritual self-care. Just as the body needs rest, the spirit also needs moments of silence, reflection, and practices that renew it. Set aside time to care for your essence, connecting with practices that bring peace to your heart, whether through meditation, prayer, a walk in nature, or any act that brings you tranquility and balance. Self-compassion and self-care are not acts of selfishness but of recognition of the sacred within you. When you care for yourself, you allow your light to shine more brightly and your energy to harmonize with divine vibrations. This self-care strengthens you to face challenges, keeps you at peace in the face of uncertainties, and renews your commitment to continue on the path of goodness and generosity. Practicing self-compassion is also an act of forgiveness with oneself, a way of releasing any burden of imperfection you may be carrying. By accepting and embracing who you are with both your limitations and your qualities, you experience a sense of freedom, of belonging, of inner peace. This is how spiritual self-care transforms your journey, allowing you to live with greater lightness, gratitude, and with an even deeper connection to the divine. Remember, taking care of yourself is a sacred act, a reflection of the love the Creator has for you. True abundance is not in what we possess materially but in the richness of spirit that we carry. It is a prosperity that transcends physical possessions and is born of a deep connection with the divine. When you adopt an abundance mindset, you begin to see the world with grateful eyes and open yourself to the constant flow of blessings the universe has to offer. This positive mindset not only attracts good things into your life but also expands your heart to perceive beauty and value in everything around you. Spiritual abundance manifests when you recognize that you have enough and that you will always be provided for by the Creator. It is not about accumulating but about sharing, for true prosperity is that which flows and multiplies when it is divided. By cultivating this generosity, you align yourself with the divine cycle of giving and receiving, and this harmony brings deep peace. When you choose to share your time, attention, talents, and even resources, you are telling the universe that you believe in your own abundance, and this trust returns to you in double measure. By keeping an open heart and a mind focused on the positive, you begin to attract experiences and people who resonate at that same frequency. The abundance mindset wards off thoughts of scarcity, doubt, and fear, replacing them with feelings of trust, hope, and gratitude. You begin to see each moment as an opportunity for growth, each challenge as a valuable lesson, and each relationship as a sacred gift. Spiritual abundance is a state of mind that shines through in how you live and connect with the world. With it, you live with lightness, with a genuine joy born from the certainty that the divine cares for you in every detail, meeting your needs in ways beyond the physical. Rooted in this trust, you feel peace and contentment, knowing that your life is and always will be blessed by the Creator's grace. Each new day, we are gifted the opportunity to renew our faith and strengthen our spiritual journey. Connection with the divine is not something fixed but a living relationship that expands and deepens with every moment of surrender, reflection, and gratitude. Setting aside a few minutes each day to reconnect with your spiritual essence is like lighting an inner flame that illuminates the path and gives meaning to every step. This daily commitment to your faith is a gift you offer yourself, an act of love that transforms each day into a new chance for renewal. In the simplicity of these moments, whether through prayer, silent meditation, or an act of gratitude, you find strength and peace to face the challenges that arise. These moments of renewal are like energy sources for the soul, reminding you that you are never alone, that the divine walks by your side, supporting and guiding every choice, every decision. By establishing this habit, you create a foundation of faith that sustains you and brings clarity, even in the most uncertain moments. The journey of faith is a continuous path where each day brings new opportunities to grow and learn. There is no final destination, for faith is infinite, and the journey itself becomes a celebration of the sacred. It is a learning experience where, with each step, you feel closer to the light and the divine essence that guides you. This path is made of highs and lows, of moments of doubt and profound certainty, but each day, you become stronger, more resilient, more aware of your mission and connection to the universe. Living with faith is a daily gift that renews itself each dawn. With this openness in your heart, miracles become a natural part of your experience, and life reveals itself as a fertile field of possibilities and blessings. When you walk with faith, everything transforms and each challenge and joy carries a higher purpose, guided by divine grace. And remember, you are part of a greater plan, loved and protected with each step of your journey, and there is always a new chance for renewal, a new beginning, a strengthening in the Creator's love. If this message inspired you and strengthened your faith, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Leave a comment to let us know how this message impacted you.